Hi, Alg1 kids. This is Dr. Callahan. Welcome to week 11, Monday. You guys almost made it. We're almost there. So go ahead and pause the video and answer the following questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's stuff. So first things first, I just want you guys to take a look at a chart. It looks like we are doing kind of okay. It looks like we had a dip and then we kind of went back up, but we have two other countries that are ahead of us. So it's interesting kind of keeping track of where everything is. All right, so this is week 11, and let's go ahead and get started with your stuff. Now, as a quick little review, I wanted to go ahead and spend a little bit of time on a topic that we talked about last week before we go any further, and that was on the topic of substitution. So take a look at this question right here. So first thing you want to do is you want to your goal is to go ahead and solve for y and x. So it looks like this one here is y. I'm going to put that right there for y. So I have 5x equals 2x minus 15. I'm going to subtract the 2x on both sides, which gives me a 3x equals negative 15. Opposite of a times is a divide, so then x equals negative 5. So now that I have the x, I need to find y. So y is going to be either the first equation or the second equation. It doesn't really matter which one you use. I'm going to use the first one. So y equals 2 times x. X is a negative 5 minus 15. So y equals negative 10 minus 15, which is a negative 25. So my answer is negative 5, comma, negative 25. All right, so today this is your breakdown. Take a look what we're going to be doing. I'm going to go over 4 different examples. I'm going to start with elimination today, which means to cancel. And let's go ahead and get started. So today you're going to need a ruler, 2 colors, and a calculator. This is your page. It is going to be on week 10 Friday. I know you're like, what, week 10 Friday? I'm like, it's because of the holiday that we had on Friday. So just go to week 10 Friday. And it looks like this. And this is going to be your page 2 and page 3. So 3 pages today. All right, so this is what you should be seeing, hearing, and producing as you are working on today's topic, which is on elimination. So let's get started. Eliminate basically means to cancel. So in order to cancel, you will need to go ahead and have the same number in opposite sign in order to cancel something. So like a positive smiley face and a negative smiley face, you will be able to cancel that. So first I'm going to have you guys do is turn over to this side. There are 4 steps to elimination. I'm going to copy those steps down. The first step is you are going to put them in standard form. I know standard form is when the x and the y are together on the left side. Step 2, you're going to have to make a decision. Which letters are you going to cancel? Are you going to cancel the x or are you going to cancel the y? The best one to find is the one that has the same number, opposite sign. Then you're going to go ahead and cancel one of the letters and solve for the other letter. So if I solved for x, then step 4, I would need to find I would need to find letter y. And lastly, once you have x and y, you are officially done. You can go ahead and check your answers. So let's go ahead and do some examples then. First example, just as a quick review, it's by graphing. This is your equation. So it's given to you that you start out at the 1, and your slope, which is in front of the x, is 2 over 1. Start at 1, I'm going to go up 2 over to the right one. So up 2 over 1. up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, running out of space, so down 2 to the left 1, down 2 to the left 1, and I have this beautiful line that goes through here. My second step, my slope is 4, or excuse me, my b is 4, so let's start at 4, and then my slope is in front of the x, so it's a negative 1 over 1. So go up 1, 2, 3, 4, but then because it's a negative, go down 1 over to the right 1, down 1 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 to the right 1, and I draw my line. Now, do you guys see where the two lines crisscross? It looks like it's crisscrossing right here. So that location is always going to be x and y, and the x is at 1, y you go up 3, so your answer is 1, 3, which is pretty simple to see. But then some of the problems that we had was that if I gave you a picture that looks like this, what would your answer be there? I mean, it looks like it is crisscrossed in the middle of a square. So that's kind of hard to be able to tell. So that's why we have to go ahead and use other solutions to do this. Okay, one is by substitution, but today we're going to talk about elimination. So let's take a look at example 2. So step 1 of elimination is you have to make sure they're in standard form, meaning x and y are on the left side. Then step 2, you got to figure out which one's easier to cancel. Well, I think x is easier to cancel because there's a positive 1 and a negative 1. So boom, they're canceled. Step 3, you want to go ahead and add and use algebra to find one of the letters. So 1 plus 3 is a 4y. 12 minus 8 is a 4. Divide 4 on each side. Y equals 1. So now that you have 1 as y, you have to figure out what x is. And it really doesn't matter which equation you use. I'm just going to use the first equation because it's available and it's right here. So x plus y equals 12. Well, I know that x is what I'm trying to find. I know y is 1 equals to 12. So if I subtract 1 on both sides, x equals 11. And that's my answer, 11 comma 1. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next example. If you were to go ahead and check your answer, make sure that when you do check it, that x plus y equals 12. Yep, that's correct. And then negative x plus 3y equals negative 8. Yep, that is correct as well. Example 3. Okay, looking at this right here, which one are you going to cancel, x or y? Which one has the same numbers and opposite sign? Well, it looks like y does because you have a negative 4y and a positive 4y. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross them out because they cancel. Then I have to add the x's together. So 3x equals, add the y's together, negative 3. Divided by 3 on both sides, x equals negative 1. Now that you have x, you have to go ahead and find y. And with y, you can pick whichever equation you want. I'm going to pick the second one since I used the first one the first time. So in order for me to find y, I'm going to ask myself, okay, I have negative 2 times x, so that's a negative 2 times negative 1 plus 4y equals 18. 2 times negative 2 is a positive 2 plus 4y equals 18. Subtract the 2 on both sides. Bring down the 4y. 18 minus 2 is a 16. Opposite of 8 times is a divide. So I have to divide by 4 on both sides. And y equals 4. So your answer here is negative 1, comma 4. And if you're to go ahead and check your answers, let's make sure they are correct. And indeed, they are. Okay, example 4. First things first, which one they cancel? Well, it looks like there's a positive 7, negative 7. So I'm doing boom, just cancel that out. Add everything else together. 7x equals 31 minus 45 is a negative 14. Divided by 7 on both sides, x equals -2. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find y. So which equation do you want to use to find y? Well, since I used the second one last time, let's use the first one this time. So find y, I'm going to go ahead and plug the x equals -2 in. So you have 2x, so 2 times -2, plus 7y equals 31. 2 times -2 is -4, plus 7y equals 31. I'm going to add 4 on both sides. 7y equals 35. Divided by 7, y equals 5. So I have a -2, comma, 5 as my answer. And of course, if I were to check my answers, let's check them. Do they equal the same? Well, this is how you would check them. What I want you guys to do is tell me what is the last step. Fill in the blank. All right, and it does equal to each other, so you know your answer is correct. So now what I want you guys to do is turn over to this page right here. My question for you is, when should I use these? You have graphing, elimination, substitution, and you are going to match these to the following. So which one is graphing, which one's elimination, which one's substitution? Pause the video and answer them, please. Did you get the right answer? Take a look. All right, next what I want you guys to do is turn over to this page right here. You have this vertically, and you are going to plot these points, connect them, and you're going to turn them into a turkey. Once you have the turkey, you're going to go ahead and decorate them. So I have a psychedelic hippie turkey, a ROTC turkey, I have a colorful turkey, a Bob Marley one, and you're just going to go ahead and decorate it. All right, guys, after that, what I want you to do is you are going to turn over to this page right here. And you are going to go ahead and create a storyboard describing steps required for elimination. Right here. You can make up characters in the storyboard, but your focus has to be on steps of elimination. Your storyboard should have 3 to 5 frames, and you're going to be doing that. So this is mine right here. So you guys go ahead and create your own storyboard in these little rectangles. All right, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time. As always, stay safe and healthy. Take care.